Hey guys, what is going on? This is MJ here from Record RC. Today we have Mike George, the how do I want to say it? The man in charge of Carry All RC, and we also have Casey from Krawler Vault with a K. Make sure we had another gentleman on yesterday. Huge shout out to him, right quick. Crawler Cow. He does some edgy stuff, but we got Casey from Krawler with a K Vault with a V, KV, right? Ironically, right? KV,
I know it.
right?
Yep.
KV. All right. So look, we got Mustard in the house. So, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, Mike, you came to me with to have Casey on to talk about another collaboration with Carry All RC. All right, man. I don't know about you, but let's just jump right into it because during our pre-game discussion, I mean, you're just like literally. I feel like I'm a bass being let in with that perfect baby -1, right? Getting that perfect action going. So let's talk about it.
Well, here we are again, fashionably late. I do want to thank you right out of the gate again, MJ, for taking the time to helping us say hello to everyone, all the Carry All supporters and fans and everybody that has been along for the ride. I thought the best way to handle this is actually introduce everyone that we continue to collaborate with, and as our family grows, it's more exciting for us to actually share with all the supporters why we connected with these people, from their mannerisms and their products and just their vision of RC and the way they run their business, and just everything about these people that we collaborate in a whole just makes them perfect. It makes them people that we want to be connected with and want them a part of what we're doing. Early on, we knew patches were going to be a big part of what Carry All was doing. When we had the design and prototypes going for our backpack, we put real estate. We designed the bag so you would be able to customize it your way and kind of show that hometown pride for your events that you've gone to or brands that you support. We all start to collect patches. We're not extreme patch nerds like our good friend Casey here from Krawler Vault. He takes
that's a lie, Mike. You're a straight patch nerd.
I'm a sticker nerd, but patches are good, and patches are a great way to be original. When you're dealing with a backpack, you get only so much real estate right now. Most backpacks are coming with like a 4-inch piece of Velcro that most times it's like a USA flag or something dead center. We just knew that you need to have so much more. So we're giving like 20 inches of Velcro space to just start accenting and customizing, show off that pride for a brand or something that you support. There is one thing, the downside with that was people get their backpacks and a lot of the questions are right away like, but why all this Velcro space? And I'm like, well, all right, maybe you haven't heard us talk about it. Maybe you haven't heard a podcast, but our vision was for patches. And that light bulb, when it goes off, they're like, no way, this is fantastic. I love it.
True.
Where do I get patches? And I'm like, well, we need a place to be able to connect these people when they want patches. Casey ultimately was the perfect answer to this. He's got a selection of Velcro patches that will please a lot of people. So I think I used up enough time. Let's introduce Casey from Krawler Vault or Tacoma Nation, and he can talk a little bit about what he's doing, and maybe he's got some with him that he can show us a little bit of what he's working with.
Somebody's got. Oh, it's me.
Feedback.
guys.
I'm hearing myself.
Yeah. I was hearing myself too. That was apparently YouTube decided to kick on Internet Explorer and give us more feedback than a squelching radio.
It's okay right now for me on my end.
Yeah, no, that was all me. We figured it out. We're good.
All right, perfect. Yeah, I was hoping. Casey, do you have anything with you tonight? Do you have some nearby that you could show off them?
Of course. Yep, I actually have a carry-all bag with me, so.
Fantastic.
Yep.
So what's real interesting you got a beautiful bag. As Casey gets himself set up, what I've also found very heavy with all my friends, especially those who have served in the military, in law enforcement, especially, patches have a special place in the fields right here, and like, especially with the mission that is connected with Operation 11 Charlie, and so many other entities, and how many veterans and supporters we have in RC. It's kind of it's a beautiful thing.
Yeah,
it sure is. I don't think we're going to be able to pat ourselves on the back too much, but I do want to say that I know at least a dozen brands, companies that have started to purchase their own Velcro patches. Maybe a company that was not even considering a patch. They probably saw no need for it. But these businesses are now purchasing patches because they see it's grown in popularity. Most swag bags that you're getting at an event, from Pro Line by the Fire to your small mom and pop, small hometown events, you're going to find patches in these swag bags. You just start to accumulate and collect, and it's kind of a cool badge of honor to show off where you've been.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. You know what? USTE, Pro Line by the Fire, I've been, it's kind of like putting that pin in the map. Like, I've been here. I started to accumulate so many patches that I tend to cycle through them. I don't leave it the same way. It's kind of cool to be able to switch them out.
Yeah, yep, I'm totally with you on that.
Casey, you got that bag ready. I need to see what you got for us.
Well, plenty of patches on it. I don't know what you can see from there, but
that's signature one. Crawlers are us, man. People recognize that one and go crazy over it.
The most popular so far, but
by far.
A few months ago, Mike sent me some more Velcro. Said, "Hey, why don't you slap this on your bag?" So that's what I did, and I've got too many patches on there almost. But
that's a lot of tacos.
Well,
now the Krawler Vault one. I like the Krawler Vault one, right dead center. That looks good.
See it up closer, but it's all PVC. This one, I didn't go with embroidered.
Okay, I love the feel of the PVC patches. That texture, they're very cool, and he's so creative with his designs. He'll get in touch with the 80s and the throwback to the old school Back to the Future look and Jurassic Park. And the Crawlers are us. It really has caught a lot of attention. We know why it's the most popular. Maybe I don't know why it's the most popular one, but I can't argue with you. I agree. I can see why it's the most popular.
See, what's hard for me outside of the couple of patches that I have like above my shoulder, most of mine are pretty. They're definitely not family friendly. There might be dinosaurs and historical figures from the year 0, roughly, riding around on holding some 2A type situations. Yeah, tactical. What's the word? Excrement. It was I bought a lot from them back in the day.
Right on.
I've got to figure out how to do it. I mean, All of my other patches I have here are just, but they're just outside the American flag and of course my reef. But they're just not 2A. They're not friendly.
But well, it seems like most of Casey's inventory is more friendly.
They really are. I like that crawler
Very,
cross.
I think PG-13 is the best way to put it, and they're all good humor, nostalgic, just cool. Some of them are more one-to-one related, but have a easy dot connected right back to scale. So that might have crushed some of his segue here with he's got to mention Tacoma Nation and where this all got started.
Yeah, what's the history behind this, man? Talk to us.
All right, so Tacoma Nation was, funny enough, it was something I started. It was 2016. Me and my now fiance had gotten into an accident in my truck, and when my truck was in the body shop, I'm thinking, I got nothing to do. So I started up this Instagram, and within like 2 months, I hit 10,000 followers. So I'm like, okay, I think I'm gonna roll with this. So we kept going with it, and here I am now with 126,000 followers on there. Just
wow,
selling patches, t-shirts. And the whole patch thing came about. I was on a forum called Tacoma World, and there was a patch set on there I came across, and I thought they were really cool. Though I didn't know it could be something this big. It's a lot bigger than I ever would have imagined a piece of embroidered, thread would ever be.
That's awesome.
It is. It's crazy.
So was it just a quick, like an unexpected, just kind of put your dip your toe into it and see if you get a bite, or
as far as the patches went?
Yeah.
So it's funny, the I don't have one with me. There's one on my truck, but the first patch I made was just this white square, and it said TN on top and had a picture, like an outline of a Toyota grill. And I still to this day cannot figure out why those sold, because they're the most awful patch ever created. But they did. And then from there,
they were unique.
Yeah, I guess. I thought it was almost too simple. But then that's when I started with the Back to the Future patches, and that was my first sellout. I sold out of those in like 2 days. And that's when I decided, I think I'm going to do this. I think I'm going to stick to this.
That's awesome.
What year was it? So that was about 2016 when you got started, you said, with Tacoma Nation?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. The Back to the Future patches, was that about the same timeline as like Proline by the Fire? Was there a connection to that at all? Because there was Proline by the Fire 2019. There was a lot of Back to the Future. It was an 80s theme, but there was a lot of reference back to the Future.
No, not at all.
If there was any connection.
No, the Back to the Future series actually started in 2018, I believe. This was even before I was into doing competition or anything.
Oh, no kidding.
I was just building crawlers just to go hit the woods and drive 8 miles.
That's awesome.
Yep. Then
now we had the pleasure of meeting Casey in person at USTE, and we started to make this friendship through Instagram early on, and by the time it all played out that we knew that we'd be going there together, it was like, well, this is absolutely perfect to meet him. But one of the greatest things is we grow this family of collaborating vendors with new people, meeting some of the people that Casey's hanging with down there at USTE, like his homeboy Scale Rat, like he has got a connection. USTE and that Florida area is a hotbed for crawling. And I know what Casey's doing on Instagram right now. I mean, you're just blowing up recently. The send truck, and every time I turn around, you got another build going. The whole you really connected with this whole scale building part of the hobby.
You can't stop.
Do you
once you
have
start,
any
man.
go fast stuff?
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, I stepped on you. I think there
that
was a little
me.
glitch there. Oh. You blew up here in the scale scene. You've been busy, and you got a great crew to hang with, and good support down there. A lot of great guys.
Yeah, you're not kidding. I met Robert right before COVID started when we bought our house down here and moved. And I wasn't even into the mega scale stuff yet. You know, I was still doing Lexan bodies and just going for performance, I guess. Then I met Pezzo, Robert Pezzo, the scale rat, and
he's amazing.
Yep.
Have you seen some of the some of the 3D printed tacos that have been coming out now?
Yeah, from MFAB.
Yep, MFAB. Yeah. Looking at the patches, looking at because I actually have a friend here locally, Mike Rowe, who has one of those trucks. He's in the process of just, he's a detail oriented guy. He's doing his thing. And the intent is to make it match his taco. So, I mean, when I saw the body, I saw that print. I'm like, then I saw Krawler Vault, and I'm like, yeah.
Yep.
I'm like, connection? I don't know. Is it fate? I don't know. Oh, Mike, what are you playing with over there?
I was digging up my bag here. I mean, I as you were talking, I just couldn't help start running through my head of all the different ones that he has. I mean, anybody that has an interest right now in filling their carry-all bag with patches, if you don't go to Tacoma Nation and check out what is going on, and you're gonna find a patch there that you're gonna connect with, and then the quality of them. I mean, they're so freaking cool.
What's your website?
That might be a great idea.
All right, talk to me, Goose.
Go ahead and put www.krawlervault.com. Krawler with a K.
All right.
And there is,
duck,
and
duck,
we're
go,
going to see
don't
the.
Feel me now. All right, so we're gonna take. So we did this.
Take a peek.
Kind of
we
a new
did this
segment.
last week.
Yeah, we did this last week. And since it's a whole, I'm just previewing. It's a lot less edgy, so that means we can do a whole lot more. Not saying it's a bad thing, brother. Not saying it's a bad thing.
It's a good thing.
It's a great thing. But yeah, let's take a quick look. I'm not going to share sound, so we can continue to harass each other, but because it is what it is. So look, I'm looking through here. Oh, dude, that's a gorgeous truck.
Yeah, that's you know him. He's a Reefs driver. It's Zach.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah, Zach's truck.
I thought I recognized that truck.
That's Michael Sharon's right in front of it.
Yeah.
Nice.
See,
what a good dude.
They only have one thing that's wrong with either of those trucks.
Oh.
Those aren't KLRs. That's all.
Oh boy. Actually, I just turned Zach onto the landmines.
I love you, Mike. Mike's a pro line guy, top to bottom. So I have to poke the bear.
Don't get him started.
I poked the bear.
Oh boy.
Oh, it's so much fun. Yeah. So look, I mean, I really like how you're basically featuring guys. Oh, here we go. Yes.
Yeah, that's what I had started it for. To feature.
All right, and you got your email
saw
address.
That you were starting to run a feature. What is it? Every week you're doing a spotlight then on someone.
So right now I'm just trying to get some of the feature lists filled up, but I do have a plan to do a build of a week, where I'd like to send whoever wins it, a patch, a scale banner, some stickers, so forth.
Okay,
that's a great idea.
Yeah, I love RC Car Action. I love what they do, but I also like the way that you have this. It's short, it's simple, and hey, it gets the point across. Here's the specs. Here's what you can do with it. And, you know, here's what it looks like.
Yeah. So my idea with it was, I've personally not seen a website where, you know, you could jump on, maybe you're trying to build a TRX4 and you want some ideas, and you can scroll up to the top and there's a bar where you can choose what chassis, the category, and you can, you know, say you choose Element. And you can go in there and take a look at all the Element rigs that are on there and get an idea of what you want to do.
So
That's
you
a
have
great idea.
Basically what you're doing right here, top to bottom, is you're basically letting the article write itself, so you can just modify it and put it in
Fill in the blanks.
and fill in the blanks.
Yeah, I just structure it and fill it in. You know, like you said, it's supposed to be simple. I'm not trying to put a whole bunch of info in there that I personally don't want to read. I just want a place for people to be able to see what's in the truck, and if it's anything that they want to do.
That's beautiful. Oh,
Awesome.
Here we go. Yeah.
So that brings you to termination.
Okay. Yeah, I like that. Nice. All right, you got.
That's very cool.
Okay. So yeah, definitely.
But MJ, how many times?
Go ahead, Mike.
We make this. I was gonna say we make the joke that the Krawler Colt and Krawler Vault sound so much alike. Like, oh, are you messing it up? Or are you saying the same company twice? No, they are two different companies, two different names. They sound similar, but they are two different ends of the spectrum. Krawler Colt is not nearly focusing.
Right. I like that one. That well done. Well played.
We all know what 2020 was. So
yeah, it was yeah. Who's the train wreck?
Yep.
Nice patches. Oh, we got a second page.
Yeah, these are just the in stock ones too. A lot of my patches are going to be limited series, so I may only make 100 of that patch. You know.
Well done, man. Well done. That's awesome. I'm a huge fan of that. I'm gonna see what our people over here. Hey, there we are. Have to say here in a hot second, but yeah, that's
okay, right on.
That's really cool, man. So listen, I mean, for those looking to submit, to kind of like let their stuff, I might even submit one for malicious compliance. Which
that'd be great.
Oh, dude. People hate malicious. Truly, they despise her because it's not supposed. It's a portal with or a front straight axle with a portal rear, and it's like an Element with an axial. So it's not like it's like 1-to-1 or whatever. No, it's there's some shenanigans going down. There's a lot.
That's cool with me, man. I mean, that's the great thing about the Krawler world is you build it how you want it.
Yeah, that's the truth. Mike disappear again. He always has Yep, there he goes.
There he goes.
It's like 9:45 happens. His signal gets lost. It's I don't know. It's something with Pennsylvania that it just stops working, and then he restarts and he'll be back in like 2 seconds.
Right on.
So look, ladies and gentlemen, I mean, so like we were saying, oh, you even have a 1-to-1 site that's very similar to that. That's sweet.
I do not touch that one very often. That's very rare that I add on to that one.
I see the date difference.
Yeah, it's been a hot minute. It's every few months.
Yeah, it's coming though. Yeah, that's some cool trucks though. I mean, if you really want inspiration to do an RC build, look at the 1-to-1s, man.
I'm telling you, if you look on, almost any of the trucks on even my Tacoma Nation, the Instagram.
Yeah.
Plenty of inspiration there. Plenty.
Oh, you got stick. All right. So we just saw those. Those are, there he is. As expected, right? Kick over to the stickers. You got your taco wife.
Yep. So I don't have any of the Krawler stuff on there yet, but look on camera. I did get some made.
Oh, that's nice. That's a really who did your stickers?
I have a guy in Hawaii that's been doing them for me for years.
Nice.
Yeah, he really good guy. Also made little scale ones too.
Now that's cool. That's cool. I definitely would put one of those small ones on. We got kicked over to his actual Taco Nation, Mike. Just so you're there, he's got lanyards and
Oh.
whatnot.
I got booted off there. I'm back.
Yeah,
Dude,
it's your 9:45 kickoff. It's Mike's switching hour.
Right? Right.
Oh,
I turned into a pumpkin.
Right? There you got the flashlights.
Lanyards. Oh.
Yeah, you got all kinds of stuff, my friend.
This is awesome.
That's awesome. Right here, the Explorer, that type of headlamp, that's clutch, whether you're off-road or just in life.
I'm telling you, that is the best headlamp I've ever used. And I'm not saying that because they're on my website. I genuinely use that thing.
Right. Are you
that's
are
cool.
you an authorized dealer for them?
For Knox? Yeah. Yeah.
For the Viper headlamp? Are you?
Huh.
No kidding. Well, I'll be in touch tomorrow.
Yeah, that's Lonnie. He runs Braised RC.
Okay.
He helps me out with Krawler Vault.
Nice. I saw Lonnie was commenting a whole bunch on the chat, and a quick shout out to also a lot of the other people that were commenting. You got Anthony, got Jesse. Jesse was on there. Alan from Bull Gear, Westmaids, huge supporter, especially the local guys. Hey, you know what? There we are. There's Lonnie. Here it is. And Joe from Joe Ropes is up there too. Gotta make sure we're accurate. There he goes again. Mike kicks off again.
Did he get booted?
Yeah, he got booted. That's actually part of the reason. It's not just general accessibility, but that's part of the reason why I put the voice to text down there, because Mike's like the way the algorithm and it gets picked up. If Mike cuts in and out, it sometimes catches the words so they can put the text up at least, and people can follow that conversation much more efficiently. Kind of.
Yeah, I've had to use the text a few times already with Mike cutting out there. So
yeah, it's. I'll make sure when he comes back, I'll highlight the Pennsylvania thing. I'm from Pennsylvania, so I can talk about it.
All right. Fair.
All right, so I'm going to stop the share here, guys. That's beautiful. I really like what you did with that. Especially, I think we've had conversations on Instagram as well. I think so.
I'm sure.
I mean, I'm sure. I think yes, it was, because you were saying something about with Reef, and I'm like, hey, I'm a Reef driver as well.
Yeah,
it might have been a few, like 2 or 3 weeks ago or something like that. Yep, there he goes.
Yep. Bye, Mike.
Yeah, he'll be back. So, by the way, make sure you guys check out. So I'm going to put the website. By the way, I'm going to put the website in the in our chat here, so that way everybody's up here, up on the same page, and he can make sure the support. So it's going to be www.Krawler with a K Vault VAULT.com and www.tacomanation.com. Don't get Taco Nation and Tacoma Nation confused. They are two separate entities, correct?
Correct.
Okay. And then Krawler Vault and Krawler Cult are two separate entities as well, and we had them on back to back. So just KV, Krawler Vault, KV Motors, keep it there. So as we go, man, what's it looking like for some new patches? You got some ideas in mind, or are you gonna?
Yeah. I've got some things on the way. Can't tease them yet, but I do have some patches on the way. I'll always post on my Instagram, Tacoma Nation, and the website when I do have something new come out.
All right, so I got a pick. So I got a pick here. So you said I don't want it too much, Is it Krawler 1/10 scale or 1-to-1 or somehow bridging the gap? Yeah.
I mean, a lot of what I do kind of does bridge the gap. I'm gonna go with all of the above because I have several designs that are in the works right now.
Nice. So are
Yeah.
you so I see that you have a couple of the PVC patches. What's the what have you found that wears, especially on our backpacks? Because I know I saw all the marks. You try to keep it clean, but I know you use that bag. What have you found to be a little bit longer lasting? Is it the embroidered or the PVC or what?
As far as keeping them clean, I want to lean towards the embroidered patches. The PVC is nice and it's smooth. It's smooth enough, but with all the creases and crevices in there, at some point it is going to get a little rougher, where you may have to pull them off, hit them with a simple green. Yeah, probably embroidered.
Okay. Is it just easier to wash up?
Yeah, and most of the time you're not gonna see any of the little specks that are getting in there, just because of all the threads.
I got you. Because like I'm the guy that Mike hates because you can look right up over here. I put them away. It's, happy, satisfied, and dirty.
There you go.
They in my bag's the same way. You can see the mud mark and the dirt mark from quite a few trails back because I had to carry out the 6x6 from a mud pit. It's life.
At the end of the day, that's what it's for, though. You know.
That's true. That is true. That carry-all bag will definitely support a 6x6. The
Absolutely.
Traxxas, and that's a heavy beast. Without brass, it's a heavy beast. Mike, you back yet?
It's like he's connecting the audio, maybe.
Yeah, it is what it is, guys. Mike's just having a hard time up there, and I hope you can see this. I'm going to say it one more time. I'm going to say it when he comes back. So looking forward, man, you mentioned you got some ideas. Are you going to be looking to put out a line of t-shirts, any other kind of swag, or is it just you going to keep it streamlined and keep your creativity with the, with the patches?
Yeah, I'd like to expand. I know with the shirts, a lot of what I have in mind is really colorful. And if you're doing like screen printing, it gets really expensive the more colors you start throwing in there.
Yes.
So yes, I just need to figure out how I can tone down some of my designs to not need, 8 colors. And yeah.
Your designs coming out of your hand as an artist?
No, I cannot take all the credit for the designs. They're ideas from my head. But I am a terrible drawer. I cannot draw. But I have my buddy Luke, who actually does a lot of the patch designs for most of the guys in the Toyota community. He does most of it for me.
Okay.
The actual drawing. I wish I could say I could draw, but I can't.
Yeah, but you can market it.
That is true.
See, I mean, every so often, I'm glad to see that you guys are able to help support each other as much as you're supporting the hobbies, both with 1-to-1 and 1/10. That's awesome.
Absolutely.
So, all right. So, looking forward, are there going to be any big events that you're coming up with that you'll be at? People will be able to talk to you, meet and greets.
See, I can't say so much for this year. We're getting married in November. So that's going to take up a healthy amount of time.
And finances. I remember. I've been married for about 10 years, and we paid outside of the stuff you have to be over 21. We paid for it for everything.
Yeah. Oh boy.
It wasn't that bad because my wife knows how to use orientaltrading.com.
There you go.
Use it. That might be a pro tip right there. And it'll keep her busy while you're here, while you're tinkering.
That's fair.
I know there's a couple wives watching. I hope that they're taking that with jest, because
Actually, I think she's watching.
Oh, you're welcome. I hope I gave you an idea. Soon to be Mrs. Casey. I hope I gave you an idea. Insert foot into mouth, and that's how I roll.
Right.
If I got you in the doghouse, my bad. I live in the doghouse.
No.
Ironically, the doghouse is on his way back.
Hey,
Munster, right?
on his way in.
I hope you just.
I got me an easygoing woman, so
that's awesome.
Yeah.
All right. So let's put the 2021 on pause, right? Look forward to 2022. What kind? I'm gonna. Is it fair to say USTE is a go?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay,
so we'll be there.
Outside of USTE, what kind of events are you looking at trying to be able to make?
I'd like to make Pearl by the Fire, hopefully. I couldn't remember. Is that West Coast Pearl on the Fire?
Yeah, that's like Donner Ski Ranch-ish area.
Yeah. Far Trek. I'd really like to be able to make something like that though. What event did they just have on the East Coast here?
ECC, East Coast. Yep.
Yeah, I'd like to hit Beat the Creek next year. That would be nice.
Yeah, I've heard quite a few things about good things with Beat the Creek. Chris Lindgren is an amazing dude. I know him personally as well.
Okay.
Great dude. If you can. Recon G6 by chance in Pennsylvania? Pennsylvania?
Where's that at?
It's literally in the middle of Pennsylvania.
It's dead smack in the center.
Like pretty much. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, it's between Philadelphia and Pittsburgh. That's Pennsylvania. So
there's Mike again.
I know, right?
Oh man, he's having troubles. I feel bad.
That's all right. I told him to restart. Horseman Center. Yeah, I'm looking over here on the chat as well. Andrew Ritchie. All right. He'd love to have a patch that holds the little bug guy for his carry-all. Westmade needs a patch, by the way. Find a way to throw him. Have you seen Westmade's builds?
I have, yeah.
Okay. So you know the quality there.
Yep.
That Mike or Wes, I need to get you in with Casey somehow. That's probably Mike. Computer's acting up. Yep. He's actually texting me, and I told him just restart the thing. Quick story. You'll find I'm full of stories. The day before I had Mike on for the first interview for his carry-all, for the talk about carry-all, his computer actually completely crashed top to bottom.
Oh.
So he's dealing with that. I know he's frazzled. He's had a day. Look, we have Recon G6 that's in Pennsylvania. So how many events are you trying to make per year? Like 4, 5, 6, 10, 12, all?
I mean, the dream is to make all of them. Life's busy enough that I just don't think it's going to happen. I hit a lot of local events here. That's mainly what I go for. We have Scale Mountain in Bellevue, Florida. I'm there every 2 weeks. We go every 2 weeks. The first of the month is a swap meet, and then we do an actual comp in the middle of the month. But it's big enough that there's usually 60, 70, 80 people there. There's a lot of us that go out there every 2 weeks. So that kind of satisfies my hunger, to compete and get around the RC community as much as I can.
That's awesome. So look, looking at the trucks behind you, right? I guess I'm going to kind of take over and let you kind of talk about what your hobby, your passion inside the hobby, outside of the patches. So looking at the wall of RC behind you, what is what's your go-to truck out of all of that?
All right. I'm gonna grab it. I'll show you.
All right. I'm over here scratching my head, wondering. Oh, of course, it's the one without the body.
Yeah, well,
that's a Northwest Scalar Designs.
Yeah,
chassis.
Yeah, it's my favorite chassis, man. I love this chassis.
Is that a V1? That's a V2. I know those cuts. You can. So I worked heavily with Corwin, Northwest Scalar Designs, and Rocco Claw, one of the other team drivers, as well as Chris Hartshorn, in designing that and putting. I pushed Corwin to lighten that chassis. I was annoying to him.
It looks like it. I mean, there's so many holes in this thing.
Yeah, that you can literally thank me, because I'm like, no, there has to be more holes. You have to have it. That's the aluminum one. You have to make sure that it's weighted more, a little bit better, because that's a key to that particular chassis.
Yeah.
I pushed him. He was mad at me for a while.
What's that?
He was mad at me for a while. So tell us about your
body on this. Zach actually has the body right now. He's getting it painted up for me. Is
it fair to guess a taco?
It's a Mojave. So yeah, it's a pinch, bobbed, and dovetailed Mojave. So he's going Ivan Stewart colors with it, because Toyota. I got these today, some orange VP methods to go with the Ivan colors. So, but I love this chassis, man. I don't even know what else to say about it. I just love it.
Which is that a TRX4 or?
Yeah, it's tall TRX4.
Well done.
Yep, and then I got the links today too, because I did a full rebuild from In the Works.
Hi.
Yep, so he did a full custom length set for me, so I could get this down to 11.8.
Well done. Well done. 11. All right. I see what you're doing. Yeah. I like the pushing of the design. That's something that some people are afraid to do, and because they're just like, 12.3, it's a minimum. And I've seen a couple, especially Melissa Bivings. A huge shout out to her, because I've been following her for a long time, just becoming better and one with her truck. And she's a fan of the short wheelbase, which which is a difficult beast in its own.
It is, but I guess I'm building it for the terrain at Scale Mountain. I ran it last weekend with a 12.5 wheelbase, 12.6 wheelbase. I took podium, 3rd place, but I think I could do better if I had a shorter wheelbase and I wasn't getting hung up so much.
Yes, I know that feeling. Have you thought about doing leafs?
What's that?
Have you thought about doing the leafers?
I have one.
Oh, you do? Good.
I don't comp it because it drives me nuts. It's funny you say that though. Me and Zach just tonight we were talking about building class one rigs, and that's maybe the route I would go. At the same time, I'd like to run maybe an element chassis just to have something different.
That would be very interesting. My class one above me, that my Toyota is on leafs, and it is quite probably the tightest suspension that I have ever had the opportunity to drive. Yeah, it's tight. Like there's almost, my rear has a little flex, my front has like none. It's like,
well, That's what I'm saying. I don't know if you can see it. The tan truck. That's my leafer, and I even took the preload springs out, the overload preload loose springs out, the
Right.
smallest one. Exactly what you're saying. I mean, if you set it up on a tire, you might get like 3/4 of an inch of flex, maybe an inch.
What I've also found is it allows it to float over cracks.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, 'cause
And
you're not dipping your tire down into
and
it.
having having the leafs, I don't get hung up, especially on those, those real sharp. Because I've so what I did, I used the A&M garage, and I brought the transfer case up quite a bit, so it's not low like at all.
Yeah.
And I mean, I gotta
Whoops.
right. Come here, baby girl. And yet again, people aren't always a fan of my shenanigans here, but they'll live. Like if you look at it, it's well protected. It's straight up. Like there you go.
Yeah.
I don't get hung up very much.
That's the AMN, the I'm sorry, A&M's the skid, that whole tray.
Yes.
Okay, so now I know what I have. I got that truck off of Robert Pezza a while back, and it looks like the same exact skid that's on.
It probably is. Yeah, he's yeah, I know he's done some awesome builds with with them up there. But everything else on this particular vehicle, I mean, you guys, my shenanigans. Here you go. I don't know if you can see my to-do list, my scale points.
Nice. Love it.
And by the way, if you can see my third person, it is a baby holding a ball, which is 2 scale points.
There you go.
Because, well, it's not malicious compliance because this one's legitimately compliant, but, should be. Mike, you're back.
Welcome. Oh, unmute yourself,
we
buddy.
still can't hear you. Mute. Can you do it? Can we hear you from Pennsylvania?
There he is.
Mike.
Uh-oh.
Mike.
I'm here. You got me?
There you are, man.
Yeah. There it is.
Hey, don't mind me. I'll just hang out here in the background, let you two do your thing. I'm just getting in the way.
Oh, dude, no, we're having a great combo. Just, showing off some trucks.
Yeah.
He's got himself Northwest Scalar Design scattergun. Near
Nice.
your heart.
Yeah, I
Nice.
think running a lot of what you run, because I've got Northwest Scalar Designs, Reefs in the works on there.
Yeah, here.
Yep.
Here. I might as well bring her down. I don't think anybody's really seen malicious. I've kept her pretty quiet. But she's malicious. This is a 50 point truck with no bed. Here you go.
Really?
Oh yeah.
50 points with no bed.
Uh-huh. I did. And if you guys notice, the more stickers I can get, the more the body gets held together. Because I've done so
I'm
many
gonna have to help you out then.
Right?
I've done so much lightning that the lightning of the body and the cuts on the body. If you look, I mean, you guys know the honcho.
Good Lord.
It's cracking. This body needs to last for the rest of the year. But if you really look here, I took the scatter gun and I put it up through the trail honchos.
Yeah,
hood.
you sure did.
Yeah, try and lower it as much as we can. Get the. I don't know if you can see the Interworks shocks and not. Got the reef servo in there and little Three Brothers motor going. And then
there you go.
Yeah, there's my people. I don't know if you guys can see my people. They're there, and all my scale points are inside.
Man,
see, Mike. I know how much you have your despise life. Here's the beautiful part. With a simple switch of my rear portal axles and a simple adjustment, I can go from 30% overdrive down to like 5% overdrive, 6% overdrive. Just
you got yourself a trail truck.
Exactly. It's a comp truck and a trail truck, but who needs it because a single climb. Yeah.
It's nice.
Yeah.
I dig it.
And got to throw in the Trio wheels too because
they look good.
They do. I'd love to get the orange rings, but those are like impossible to find.
They are right now. I'm hoping they come back in stock soon.
And by the way, if you guys are really looking really hard, if you see this, notice that it is bolted in.
Yeah.
I have my metal piece that is attached to my sliders.
Yep.
Oh, this is where and you know my rack of pushing rules. You look very carefully right about here. You see some a little line of aluminum. That's how it is attached to my frame. There's a little piece of aluminum, the RC 4-wheel drive stuff.
Yep.
That goes to it, so it is legally attached.
Wow.
Nice.
That's why she's malicious compliance. So
why I was taking my nap and separated from you. Did you guys cover all the bases and give Casey a chance to give his connection? You browsed through his site. People got a chance to see some of the products and the cool stuff he has to offer. I'm hoping that it's answered some questions and people can see the obvious connection and reason why we wanted to collaborate with him and have him offer this promo code. That's probably the first I muttered that word tonight. So there is a promo code that is generously offered by Krawler Vault with a V. Krawler Vault has donated a promo code with the sale of every backpack for someone to take advantage of optimizing all that real estate on their backpack with some customization with some cool patches. Now there's some other cool stuff on that site, but this has been the last couple of weeks of doing this with you, MJ, has been a great opportunity for us to introduce the vendors to the people and share. I bet you a lot of people hadn't even heard of Tacoma Nation or Krawler Vault this morning when they woke up, and now they have a resource and a place to go get patches now.
I'm looking forward to it. Hey, Casey, when's your next release for some of your patches?
My next release is going to hopefully be next week. Unfortunately, it's not going to be a crawler related patch, but it's coming, I promise.
Now, Casey, when you do a new design, do you ever test the waters or put them up as like a vote at all, or do you keep everything under wraps? Do you take input from people for different designs, or is it?
No, I'm
strictly a gamble.
Yeah, it's a total gamble. I don't put any teasers out there. I have before. And it wouldn't be any different than doing it
that way for you to kind of not know. Listen, you might never understand what the connection was and what made this one a success and what made that one fail. So take the gamble. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, standing inventory isn't a bad thing. It's income over time. So that's why I don't mind just putting it out there. If it doesn't sell, it's cool. Someone out there will like that patch at some point.
Yeah.
Is it fair to say that your idea of the accident, I'm going to call it a happy accident. Is that a fair way to say it?
Yeah.
Krawler Vault and Tacoma Nation was a happy accident. Has kind of paid for itself.
It has 100 times over. So
then right there, as long as it's not killing you on your day job and you're able to take care of your business, I agree with you, man. Having a little extra inventory. Oh, it might help with some customer service as well.
Yeah. And I definitely have to agree with that, because I've had times where I'll sell out a patch in 1 or 2 nights. I'll sell all 100 or 200 patches out, and it's limited. I don't have any left, and I've got people messaging me for weeks, asking if I'm going to get any more in stock, and I feel bad. I do, but in the Toyota community, the whole idea of the patch is to be limited edition. You know, a lot of those guys are collectors. They're not buying it for really anything other than to collect it and you know, collect the whole series of that one patch.
So there is such a thing as a patch nerd. That's not a joke. They really
Oh yeah,
are.
yeah. I
There
mean,
are patch nerds.
It's some of these prices get astronomical. I mean, there's patches in the Toyota community that sold for $20 and they're worth $800 right now. I mean, it's like buying a Ripper and just waiting until the value goes up, you know.
Now with the limited edition ones, are they numbered then? Are you like first one to buy, you're getting number 1, number 2? Do they get numbered?
I will show you. Yep, they are. So if you look down here, they come with an art card. Like this is, I'm reading backwards here, but it's 61 of 200.
No kidding.
For instance, for this one, all the Krawler ones I've done so far have not been limited. I wanted to get a few out there that would be inventory I'd always have.
And then make it interesting for, yeah, you put a taste out there and now people will be fighting to get in on that limited action.
I'll tell you what, since there's so much crossover from the one-to-one LE mill communities, that you put that opportunity out as a feeler, you might be surprised that you're gonna have people knocking down your doors even more.
Yeah, no, I'm totally with you. I just wanted to have some sort of inventory for the Krawler guys before I started selling out and saying, hey, I'm not going to get any more of these.
That sounds like, dude, listen, that sounds like a great plan. I love seeing, like, the creativity is what is paramount here. Telling your buddy and having him produce a design that is coming out of your head, that's a connection of artistic abilities that it's hard to have that relationship, to be able to say that, man,
yeah,
hey, this is the idea. Sure. How, like, what did it take to build that relationship?
If I'm being honest with you, I guess not a whole lot. The first few patches I had described to him were just super easy. I mean, the first patch I ever had him design for me was a Tacoma that just had the Back to the Future DeLorean details on it. So the floating wheels, the boosters and everything that were in the back.
This one?
Yep. So no, actually the generation before that, that's actually a V2. Which I don't know if I got you one of those, because that was actually the one I had sold out in a night. Or 2 nights, sorry.
Yeah, that's a really cool patch. That's a really cool patch, man.
I did go Back to the Future stuff. I mean, the 2 figures that are in my scale garage over here, it's Doc and Marty, because I love Back to the Future.
You do have a badass scale garage.
It was my COVID project when this whole deal started, and I didn't stop. I've got something like 60 or 70 hours into this thing now.
I did a motorized pallet jack today.
You're such a nerd. Mike, he
is a nerd, but that's pretty bad to the bone.
That is badass.
I'm gonna need one of those. You know that, right?
Yeah. We can barter.
On the other side, though, I need to take a second to shout out Aiden's builds. He's a father-son guys doing 3D printing, and Casey, as I see the things in the back, and as you talk about your scale garage, a lot of what they do is that type of detail which you want to see.
Right on.
Check out if you check out my IG. I just sent you you're on your Taco Nation's Krawler Vault. I just sent you a follow. I posted up a couple of things, they're doing oil bottles, man. And see, Mike's got the Carry All RC. They actually hold water as well. They hold liquid. Okay.
Yeah. Out of curiosity, is that the same one I sold the scale 5-gallon buckets?
Yes.
Okay. I saw the buckets. That was pretty awesome.
Yeah,
Yes.
he actually, I don't know, I gotta find it. But he actually did one with my logo.
Yep.
Adam Holberg contacted me. He's the dad. He contacted me. He's like, "Hey, can I use your logo?" I'm like, "I don't know what's in your head, but sure."
We're putting it on some toilet paper. No.
Right? No, hey, you know what? I would laugh about it actually. But hey, let me find it real quick, and then I'll share it. He does. I need to shout it out just purely because as you say this and as you discuss this, like this is the kind of details that you're looking for that you really like. All right, here, yeah. This is. I think it's. I'm not gonna. Yeah, I'm gonna pause that. Go back here. Here you go. All right, so I'm gonna share this. I'm gonna put out this pic as soon as it comes up. Come on, Facebook, don't fail me now. The one time that Facebook would fail, right? So, like you can see the details down to everything. He sent me some of these jugs, the Pennzoil, all that. It's like you can actually read the right. You might not be able to read the writing, but you can like if you know we know what we're looking at.
Yeah,
you can see the detail.
And they do put
freeze sitting there.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the level of detail. They're original. It's just not fire extinguishers and roto packs, the same stuff that you're getting everywhere. So you got original design, original design with a whole crap ton of detail. And not only he'll take requests. So if you have something special that you're working on, Casey, if you wanted to get a bucket or something like that, you can reach out to Aiden and what they're doing. The customer support and the that kind of custom work that you can get done is pretty cool.
So that's kind of what I'm getting at. I mean, that's another opportunity. And plus he is a vet, so you like patches. So I'm sure he likes patches. We say patches, it's like, dangling a fish in front of a bass. It's gonna bite. Hey, Adam, we love you, but also Adam, we know you. I'm gonna get a text here in a few minutes. So damn it, MJ.
No, they put together they're doing it very smart. They put together a great selection of a good variety of different items, well priced and very cool, good quality.
And I really look forward. Like, I really want to. I've been watching your scale garage. That's why I brought it up, because I've been keeping an eye on seeing what you're doing, brother. I mean, the level of details. This fits your level of detail. It's the only reason I brought it up like that.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to look into that because I could swap out some less scale pieces for some more scale pieces.
His prices, especially they're relatively newer. His prices are like excellent. And note, all the money goes back to either the business or the tiny human. Well, I should say middle-sized human, really.
Yeah.
He and I had a little conversation. Like, dude, you keep up this. Like, there's a real market for this kind of scale detail.
No doubt. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not scale detail, but you two are.
A little bit of both.
Yeah.
Some scale, but lately mostly performance. So
did you get yourself a 64 Impala? No.
No go. Nope. I'm not sure if I'd use it.
Yeah,
it's awesome. I'm just not sure how often I'd actually turn it on.
I wouldn't say that you need to use it often. It will put a smile on your face when you do use it, but I'm blown away by the 64 Impala crowd and what's happening over on that Facebook page. The level of detail that these guys, and what's interesting, we're talking about the level of detail, but these guys aren't diehard crawlers. Some of these guys are one-to-one toggle switching maniacs in their, big real life one-to-one car that have got introduced to RC through this 64 Impala. Yes. And their creativity, the way you watch it shine through in some of their builds, I mean, they are taking it to a whole other level.
it's really interesting to see too. And you know, I don't know, maybe it would be worthwhile purchasing one of those.
Well, I don't
And
know.
then
Somebody
using
had
that with
said
scale garage.
there was a comment
Yeah.
made once on the RC Car Action Facebook page. Somebody made a comment and said, "Well, I'm gonna wait and see what type of feedback and where the 64 Impala goes before I jump on the bandwagon. Let's see where it goes." Well, RC Car Action had a great response and just said it's already a home run right out of the gate. When you have Snoop Doggy Dogg with 3 million followers on Instagram sharing that 64 Impala, I mean, the level of support from celebrities with the Impala made this thing a super success right out of the gate. It doesn't matter if maybe 100 guys in the crawling community buy it. When you have people like Snoop Doggy Dogg promoting it, and when you have a brand ambassador like Snoop Doggy Dogg sharing posts about the Impala, it's going places. It already took off.
That's power right there.
Yeah.
Props to
So
Jeff Johns and his
introduced-
team for bringing that
So-
to the market.
You never know. Maybe these guys that are starting out with the 64 Impala as their first scale build, you know, maybe next month they'll be buying a truck now.
It's not maybe. It's
They
which
will.
one's next?
You get
That's
the scale.
question.
Once you get bit by the scale bug, it's what's next.
Yep.
Yeah.
You're not wrong.
The TRX4 Bronco. I'm just saying it now, but I have to have mine on pre-order.
I know you have an actual Bronco. You have an actual Bronco on pre-order, don't you?
Yes.
1-to-1?
No. What, a real 1-to-1 one?
Yeah.
No, it's my sister.
Okay. I do. All right. See, like, as much as I actually really like the clip aspect to it too. That the body clips on.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
It's a Ford.
I'm a fan of the light
There's
kit.
not a single Ford up here. There's a LC70. There's not a Ford up here. And there's even that body underneath the trophy truck. That's a Chevy trophy truck, and there's a Cadillac or drag race body underneath there. I can't own a Ford. I got standards.
Hey, listen. I can't say that I have a new Bronco on pre-order, but I can share something with you. Is anyone here a dog person?
A dog person?
Yeah, dog. You got a puppy, doggy?
Oh my gosh, yeah, I'm a big dog person.
Big dog guy.
Labracadabra, baby. Labracadabra. 0
Nice.
Taco and 1.5 licks.
Fantastic.
You're about to get into lab life, dude.
I am. We got a husky. We have a husky lab mix on its way. Hopefully, it will be here Sunday. But about 6 months ago, we started getting emails from different people requesting a kind of a military, or I wouldn't call it military, requesting a vest for their dog. And I was kind of taken back by this, and I didn't understand the email when I was reading it. So I called them, and what they were asking for was literally a vest that their dog could wear, because they take their dog with them out on the trail when they're crawling. But he's like, literally, my dog will carry a toolkit. My dog will carry an extra LiPo battery. If you make a carry-all holster for the dog, my dog will wear it and carry my extra stuff for me. And I'm like, wait a minute. I was blown away by this. I'm sitting here staring at my English bulldog passed out on the couch, like thinking, wait, there's a dog out there that likes to walk on a trail and go out with you. Like my dog gets tired going out to go to the bathroom. So with a husky lab mix in my near future, I think it was time to take this thing that we've had in R&D for a while and make it a thing. We are going to be launching I'm going to call it a vest for simple terms, a pocketed vest. That way, if you do have a dog that you take on the trail, he can suit it up with the carry-all colors, match maybe your backpack, but be able to stick a couple LiPo batteries, an extra toolkit, a water bottle, outfit your dog, because apparently there's dogs out there that like to do it.
Now that is awesome. I wish my dog would do that.
He's
He's active enough, but he likes to bite my trucks.
Okay.
So that's not
He's
going to work for me.
Yeah. Well, mine will be fine, but that would actually make it easier, especially carrying that extra water for the pups too.
Right.
Yeah.
But although, be careful, especially. I mean, I wouldn't put batteries because
You know,
we got labs like water.
a lipo pouch might not be the most. I mean, if it's inside a lipo safe bag, maybe. But you're probably right. If we steer clear of putting a lipo battery on the dog, might be the better idea. But we're going to definitely have pockets on this vest.
Water, water
you know,
would
extra
be great.
toolkits and water, and who knows.
Say
Hey,
water
at the end
again?
of the day, it's going to have a carry-all logo on your dog. Great advertising for the dog people out there that have a dog that goes crawling with them, and you have a carry-all product, and you want to show your colors and show your true support by putting it on your dog. We're going to give you that opportunity. We're going to pave that way.
That's killer.
Well, I'll tell you this. I can't take my dog crawling, but I will definitely pick one up. We do take our dog places with us. He will follow right behind and start nipping at the tires.
You have a German Shepherd by chance?
I have a golden doodle.
Okay.
Yep.
Very
sweet dog. He just doesn't like RC cars.
It's the doodle part. Because goldens generally don't care.
But MJ, Dreamer was actually the one talking me out of the lipo in the vest. So you two were on the same wavelength there. We kind of got into a little tiff today talking about it. So big shout out to my homeboy Dreamer. He's been busting his ass the last 2 weeks here every day. This guy's killing it. Dumping out bags. We've been assembling sling bags and putting together a tremendous amount of Cow RC 3-inch mag trays. We got a case full of Joe Rope micro rig attachments for your 24 scale guys. We got the micro rig attachment for the carry-all bag. We got a case full of the special edition carry-all RC leash for your remote control. We got an assortment of 5 different colors in right now, but Joe Ropes has been on the grind, knocking these things out, and got us a case like within a week. He had a full case out to us.
That's awesome.
So the cool side to that is, if we're putting together a black bag with blue accent pieces, we're literally outfitting it at their request, a blue lanyard with a micro rig attachment, giving them that Joe Ropes combo right from our door. When it goes out of our shop, it's landing at the customers with these items already in it.
I still haven't bought a 24.
You're missing out.
Yeah.
You're in it too?
If you're at, you know what? Hey, MJ, we got on this 24 scale kick about 2 weeks ago when we were talking to Joe Rope.
They've been given for everyone. You're all. I just totally brought the poo storm right back to me. But you're all giving me a crap top to bottom. I have to be the only scale crawler out there that doesn't own the 24th.
Yeah, when most of the guys are talking like owning 3 or 4 of them, you still haven't gotten one. But we were you teased Joe Rope about the Recon G6. We literally told him there was an opportunity to get his lanyard G6 certified. We make mention of this whole Blue Rocks Fix event. Literally the next day, he's coming. The next day, he's showing me his miles and Casino Man booking plane flights. And once you know it, Joe Ropes is coming to PA, and he will be hanging with us at the Fix.
Ooh, that's awesome. And number 2, is Casey coming?
Right, let's do the same. Let's put Casey in the bind.
Wife to say yes to come and hang out with us up there.
I would love to have Casey come up north.
When is this?
July 15th.
July 15th.
I know that it's exactly 6 weeks after my my surgery. So
Yeah, if you want to
now,
get
so-
into if you want to break it down, Casey, and get into the nitty gritty about what we're dealing with and logistics and all that, hit me up tomorrow. If it's even a thing that could be on your radar, let me know. We're already picking Joe up at the airport. Might as well grab you also if you can swing it.
so soon to be Mrs. Casey, please let him come. She's watching, so I'm gonna throw it out there. I'm not beyond advocating for the growth of the hobby and general shenanigans. Why don't you come too? Like my wife and my tiny human will be there. My tiny human will be terrorizing something. I don't know.
Well,
She does.
especially a Recon G6 event is very family friendly. Very family friendly. And Blue Rocks Campground caters to family, from the swimming pool to the ice cream and that whole dining experience at Blue Rocks. The food's amazing. It's a great campground for a family adventure.
Hint, hint. It's a good time. So, and I'm going to be there 6 weeks after having a major surgery. So,
and you still have access to that golf cart, right? You rented one for this event?
No, I'm confirming that I have access. I have to put insurance on it. So that's I'm talking to my insurance agent. He's like, we can play the game here. It's better to deal with an actual person than it is just the company. All right, hey gentlemen. By the way, our time limit that we set ourselves.
Just gonna say the same thing.
Has not expired, but it's way past. But I'm waiting for us to get yelled at by our better halves. All right, so ladies and gentlemen,
I'm up late every night, so I'm good.
We definitely want to say thank you to you again, MJ. Honestly, thank you for taking time out of your night for the shenanigans and letting Carrie all have this platform to introduce Casey. Thank you,
Casey.
Yep.
It goes to both you, Casey, and Mike. The collaboration, the openness to begin the discussion, and also the ability to not put yourselves out there, and work into the collaboration from a one-time. My guess would be a chance meet, because Mike, I know Mike, you can make friends with a tree. So, I'm not wrong.
You're not wrong. You're not. The first time
I've seen it happen.
Talked to Mike was on the phone, and he had me on there for over an hour.
Yeah. So the same thing happened to me the other day. I know if I have to make a phone call to Mike, I have to have at least a 45 to an hour drive, and that's counting traffic. So, and I live outside of DC, so traffic is prevalent.
I have a phone call scheduled tomorrow morning with Brian Parker.
Oh my God, Brian, I love you, but block out 2 hours, please.
Yeah, once Brian Parker and I get on the phone, it's a solid 4-hour phone call every time.
It's not a joke.
And probably by the end of the phone call, we haven't discussed anything of real value except just talk in circles.
See, isn't it funny? We tried just to get off 5 minutes later. Because that's exactly what happens. The conversation continues. All right, so one more time, just to wrap it up. Casey, thank you for coming on. Really enjoyed taking a look at your website. Krawler Vault, the KV, the Tacoma Nation. I will keep wanting to say taco, but it's Tacoma Nation, because they are a separate entity. Just want to make sure that's clarified. I'm really excited to see, the collaboration between you and Carrie All RC. So both gentlemen, thank you. Also, I have to give a huge shout out to all of our wives for putting up with our shenanigans, and soon to be wife. Yeah, get used to it. Sorry, it's who we are. We might grow up by age, but we don't actually grow up. No, toy trucks all over the place. And what's awesome is the one-to-one actually can relate to these toy trucks. Oh, suspension setup. Not sorry. Sorry, not sorry.
Is what it is.
Yeah. All right. So anyway, but thank you guys. Thank you for joining us. I got to give a huge shout out to the sponsors of us and channel. Casey had a great opportunity as we were talking. He threw him out there. We got Reefs RC. We have In the Works RC doing crazy stuff. And don't worry, guys. There's more coming out here. Northwest Scalar Designs. NWSD is kind of a niche thing, but it's definitely growing, and I'm loving to see more and more people using the chassis in the build. I've got a class 1 V2 being worked on, and you guys will enjoy some of the In the Works 3D printing shenanigans that are coming out of that. Because Brent has a way to push things, and I have a way to break things, so I test things often. All right. Anyway, guys, thank you very much. Mike, Casey, any last words?
Thanks for having me, man.
It was an epic pleasure. Thank you, Casey, for joining us. And thank you for everyone for putting up with us. I know I'm not easy on the eyes and hard to listen to. So thank you for everyone for sticking in and hanging with us. The most important thing is to get over to Tacoma Nation and get yourself some patches for your carry-all bag.
All right.
Follow him on Instagram. Check out that Scale Garage.
Yes, it's awesome. Krawler, Krawler Vault with a Vault. I'm
part
also
of the feature build.
Yep, www.crawlervault.com. Don't be surprised if you see malicious compliance pop up, because it drives tech people crazy. All right, guys, thank you very much. To our viewers, thank you very much. Have a great one. And ladies and gentlemen,